Welcome to Julie the Thrifty Designer. Today I'm going to take the next step in making things look like that English cottage tea room in my kitchen. We're by my back door and we're going to work on making something look great here. So stay tuned and see how we're going to do it. All right, I'm showing you my little cabinet that I have right here by my back door. It's nothing great. It's an old day bed for children that we've transformed into a little table I can have in the corner. And I'm going to start with this up here. I got this at the thrift store yesterday. I did embellish it by putting a few more flowers and grapes and neat things into it, but I think it really takes on the really adorable English cottage feel, and I really like how that looks. And we're going to start down here. I have my basics that's up here all the time now, and I'm going to show you how you take your basics and transform it from anything you want. You know, I had the really neat little Christmas things in this, and I had removed this tray, and I had at Christmas I had the who were they? Fred and his wife Claire from the Christmas Carol, and I had my warmer here in a lantern type of thing. I just leave my antique radio there because that thing's heavy and I have no other place to put it. So this is the basics, and we're going to go from here and make it feel like a really neat English cottage tea room area. First, I have started off with just putting on this amazing little blue and white charger. It was Hobby Lobby's last year, and they had it for $3.99, but I got it on their spring clearance, and I think I only paid like maybe $1. And this right here, it came from Christmas. My sister-in-law gave me that for Christmas. And I just thought, how pretty that really looks. So let's continue. I'm just going to show you stage by stage how I'm doing this. Next, let's add, and this is actually from England, the English tea selection. I have a friend from England that came out to visit me, and he brought me that box of tea from England. Next, I have added just a couple of teacups. Isn't that pretty? It's got gold on it. Isn't that just a pretty little white one with gold? And then this really small one with these gorgeous little roses on it. I think it's so pretty. And then I also found this at the thrift store last year of just a little thatched cottage. And I just think it really looks really adorable. Let's continue. Next, I have added this really pretty teapot on a lift. All of this has come from the thrift store except for the tea and that beautiful charger. And the scent pot actually come from Walmart. It's starting to look really cute. Next, I added this beautiful lacy doily and a little sugar cream or sugar bowl. Isn't that pretty? It just pulls together the other little teacup. It's starting to take shape. I really like how it's starting to shape out. Now to balance the blue from the charger, I put in this very pretty antique vase here, urn. It was my father's mother, and even though it doesn't have any cracking on the finish, which surprises me, that vase is at least 100 years old. I can tell you that because my father was born in 1910, and this was his mother's. He remembered it as a child, and so it's probably at least 100 years old. And it is absolutely stunning, beautiful, and it goes with my blue theme. Now I have it towards the back so it's not as easily bumped in that corner, but it's balancing in a little bit more of the blue, yet there's the white and there's also the reddish color that I love in my home. So as you can see, it's starting to take on a beautiful English cottage look. Next, I have nestled in some greenery just to bring it to life. I think it looks really pretty, and in England it's very green. Lots of lush greenness because of all the rain. Let's see, I don't want to hide that rose though, so let's put that just slightly under it. There we go, that's better. You can see it. Isn't that just starting to look really, really pretty? I decided to break up that all pure blue plate, although I like it, with this on top of it. It's another layer, and I do know to create the look, you want to layer your looks. And I put that on there. What do you think? Do you like it better with it or without it? It gives it an English cottage feel either way. This just kind of breaks up the solidness of it, but yet it creates that English cottage feel. What I have done now is I added in a little creamer over here, and see, it's like violets, very pretty. And I added some of the red grapes in, and I also hung a little bit of black and red grapes from up here just to bring a spot of texture and color, and I think it's starting to shape up. Well, I now have added some pretty little English flowers. I guess this is my ever hope for spring coming, even though we're in the midst of winter. I found these little flowers, aren't they pretty, at the Dollar Tree. Oh my goodness, I thought, I can't imagine not getting those, so I grabbed them. They're gorgeous, and they just really set in there. Then underneath my scent pot, I just found this beautiful blue and white lace doily. It was 99 cents. I grabbed it. Figured I'd figure out how to use it. So there is my English tea room look. But I have one more thing that I always do that I love to do. So stay tuned to see it. Well, there it is. It's my signature Christmas lights. I believe they're not just for Christmas. I add them into all of my little vignettes like this. Well, not all, but most of them anyway, just for added sparkle and romance and beauty. And even though I'm using Christmas lights, there's nothing about this that looks Christmas. It just absolutely has the most beautiful little tea room set. I really like how this has turned out. Very pretty. Just enough blue to bring in that English cottage blue and flowers, and it just is English. And then the cutting board here. Nobody eats until we say amen. Well, I have the rest of the area that I'll show you in another day, how I'm going to set it up. So it could be like a little tea room smorgasbord. But right now, this is what I've done. I'll show you the other parts. I'll show you another day when I get them set up. Isn't this delightful? I hope this brings you a sense of peace and joy. I know it does me. I just look at it and I just smile. And the world around me just melts away. So I really like how it turned out. And it always surprises me how they turn out. It just is a surprise because sometimes it just turns out better than you might imagine. So again, do you like it with this extra plate here? Or do you prefer it without it? That's a tough call. I like it both ways. Personally, I think it looks neat. But it's the layered effect that possibly will do what it achieves in an English feel. hope that this was able to be an inspiration to you to just find the lovely things in your home, whether you're old world, English, modern, Tuscan, which, by the way, I usually am Tuscan, but I'm starting to get into this English cottage. It's really pulling to me. I went to England 3 years ago this May. Wow. And I felt like I left my heart in England. It is just an amazing place. And I've just been pulling more and more towards decorating English style, even though I really love the Tuscan look. In other parts of the house, I will be doing Tuscan and maybe adding a slight bit of English to it to kind of blend the two. It's going to be an interesting look when I get to doing it. So I hope this has been inspired you all to really create something absolutely amazing. Little vignettes. Put things together you might not think would. Layers really make a difference. And nothing really matches. There's a couple of pieces that matches, but what coordinates it is color and theme. So I hope this works for you all and that you'll find some interesting things in your home. I went to the thrift store and got things just so I can really create this look. I love it. I mostly had to buy blue stuff because I don't really have a lot of blue. I have a lot of the reds and the oil bronze and, the Tuscan colors, but not much in blue. So I've been having fun creating a new and lighter look and happy look. So you all, I am so grateful for all of you and thank you so much for watching. And you all take care and God bless and happy decorating.